With the cutout's linear pattern created, I can create the circular pattern around the face of the cylinder. To enable the circular pattern command, I'll click on the arrow next to Linear Pattern, and then select Circular Pattern. Notice at the top of the dialog box that there's a drop-down arrow. This indicates that this is a super feature command in Xdesign, which means I can change this pattern type to either a linear pattern or a circular pattern. Depending on the geometry, it can be extremely handy to be able to swap between these commands. This dialog box is very similar to the one used for the linear pattern command. First, I'm asked to select an axis to pattern around. Just like before, I can select a line from a sketch or an edge. I can use one of the default axes that's automatically shown at the origin. Or I can click on a cylindrical face and the axis at the center will be chosen. Next, I'll select the geometry to be patterned. If I click on a face of one of the cutouts created from the linear pattern in the last video, all the instances of the geometry are selected at once. The next detail to specify is the angle of which the instances will be patterned across. Setting it to 360 will make sure that the instances are evenly spaced around a full circle. However, if the value is changed, such as setting it to 180, you can see that the preview only shows the cutouts patterned around half the face. I want them around the entire circumference of the cylindrical face, so I'll change the value back to 360. The number of instances is the same as the linear pattern command. I want there to be a total of 6 columns of cutouts around the cylinder, so I'll change this value to 6. And the preview updates. Before clicking OK, I want to mention a really useful option available in both the linear pattern and circular pattern dialog boxes. The Skip Instances option. By selecting this, you can control which instances are included or excluded from the pattern. This is done simply by clicking on any of the white dots that appear overlaid on the model. So if I click this one here, the preview updates to exclude it from the pattern. In this case, though, I want all of the instances included, so I'll click on it again to bring it back. And now when I click OK, all of the instances are patterned in a circular direction around the outside of the microphone housing. In the next video, I'll show you how to use a mirror command to pattern geometry that flips the pattern geometry symmetrically across a selected plane.